Artificial intelligence, AI, just got its first scholar canceled. Yale Law School suspended Dr. Helia Dutari after an AI-powered website falsely accused her of ties to a quote-unquote terror group. There was no trial. There was no evidence. Just a bot that decided that she was guilty. I want to remind you, this is a law school. This is an institution inside of an institution that is supposed to prioritize the law, prioritize the virtues of due process, democratic participation, all of that stuff. It went out the window, as it always does. Now, this isn't isolated, according to Dr. Dutari. She says that this is part of a bigger crackdown, a war where AI is being weaponized to silence critics of Israel and to erase free speech. And Yale, to its credit, they said, we don't care about evidence either. We don't care about due process. Fact checking, why would we do that? Instead of that, they just took the bait and they made her prove her innocence. They said, you are guilty. You are suspended. Prove to us you're not a terrorist. So now she's fighting back legally. But there's a bigger question here, because I think she'll win the legal fight. And in fact, sometimes I think they want the legal fight to happen whether they win or lose. I'm talking about the universities now. I think about Stephen Salaita at University of Illinois. They knew deep down they were going to lose that legal battle. But it was more important for them to signal to their base, their donors, their political class, that they were willing to dispose of a Palestinian professor than to actually follow the rules. And if it cost them $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, or whatever Stephen got, I have no idea what he got. That's fine. They'd rather pay the money than keep him. Because not only does it send a message, but it scares, or it could scare or intimidate the next person. It could dissuade the next person from stepping up. So they understand that they're not going to win the legal fight, but the university doesn't care just about the individual legal fight. They don't care about the battle. They want to win the war. And to win this war, they are willing to ban professors. This time, they used AI to get a professor banned overnight. And this is the Ivy. This is the richest of the rich. This is the most elite institution in the United States. It's Harvard, Yale, maybe Princeton, right? They are all up in that triumvirate, and they are undoubtedly resourced to the hilt. They could do investigations. They have tech departments. They have cybersecurity agencies, but they didn't want to do that because, again, they weren't invested in being right. They were invested in sending the message that this is what happens when you challenge authority. This is what happens when you question the state. This is what happens when you challenge Zionism. This is what happens when you challenge the Israel lobby. This is what happens when you challenge the Trump administration. This is what happens when you challenge right-wing hegemony. This is the point. They want dissenting voices gone. Trump told you he wanted dissenting voices gone. Then y'all voted for him. Then y'all made him president. And now he's doing it. And if Ivy Leagues are this easy to manipulate, what do you think is going to happen to the rest of us?